Hi, welcome to this week's edition of the Kids Online Cooking Club, which is our cooking videos that we're doing for kids of all ages, from young kids to super seniors. My name's Krista and I'm with the West Bonner Library District here in Priest River, Idaho, where it is a gray day. Anyway, next week, by the time this video is published, actually it's next Monday, which is Thanksgiving week. And one of the things that lots of people like to make for Thanksgiving, besides turkey and stuffing and things like that, or for the holidays, for get-togethers, which we're socially distancing this year, you know, to everybody to stay safe, but it doesn't mean you can't enjoy some of the stuff that we traditionally have at the holidays and during gatherings and parties. So today we're making deviled eggs. Yep, we're gonna make deviled eggs, and we're gonna try a new camera trick that I kind of been working on so that you guys can see more of what I'm actually making. So I'm going to, while you guys pause your video and go wash your hands, I'm gonna pause my camera and I'm gonna realign it so that you guys can see more of the table and what I'm making here this morning. So everybody go wash their hands and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we go with our new camera angle. This is kind of like one of those funny little puppet things where you're just kind of watching how things are going. Okay, this recipe, I've made 6 hard-boiled eggs. I boiled them up this morning. Everybody's got their own little trick for how to make hard-boiled eggs. I put mine in a pot of cold water, bring that water up to boil. Once it starts a slow rolling boil, not rapid break the eggs boil, but I do that for 10 minutes and then I turn off the heat and I leave the eggs in that hot water for another 10 minutes and then I take them out and cool them off in ice cold water in the sink. So now that we have our hard-boiled eggs and I've shelled them, taken the shells off, we're going to split these eggs up. And I'm going to put the yolks in the bowl, and then I'm going to put the empty halves of the hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to put those over on the platter. And I have all my ingredients here ready to go. So we're just going to split these up. Do this like this. These actually shelled pretty good for me this morning. There's sometimes where eggs, boy, they just don't want to come out of their shells and they end up not as pretty as you like. But the cool part about deviled eggs, this is the other thing I always like, it's kind of a joke. It's, you know, in my family anyway. If the deviled eggs don't turn out because your eggs didn't turn out pretty, you could always have an egg salad. Not if you're having a party. I mean, you could do egg salad, I suppose, you know. Put it on some crackers and serve that. But this is, you know, Thanksgiving's next week, and I was trying to think of something we could do that would kind of fall in line with that, short of cooking a turkey and doing stuffing and pumpkin pie. So I thought that the deviled eggs might be a nice thing to do. So we're going to move this stuff out of the way. And we've got the eggs. Those are the yolks in the bowl here. So we're set to go with that. Then we're going to put in a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. And I'm going to approximate this because, actually, partially because I left my measuring cup off camera. And so I'm putting in what looks like to me about a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. Okay? And then beyond that, we're going to have a teaspoon of white vinegar. This is something I checked out yesterday. I've never put vinegar in my deviled eggs, but some people swear by it. So I thought I'd give it a try for this recipe, and we can put in, let's see, that was a teaspoon of white vinegar. So I'm not going to go too heavy on this. There's the teaspoon of white vinegar. We're doing supposedly a teaspoon of yellow mustard. So I'm going to approximate that one right about there. That looks about good. And remember, you can always adjust these. If you like more mustard, by all means add it. It's called, for salt and black pepper, some smoked paprika. I'm putting in a pinch of dill. This is how I make mine. I'm just going to put in a pinch, literally a pinch of dill. It just kind of gives it a nice flavor. You can add salt and pepper to that as you like, as you taste. So then we're going to use the hand mixer. You can do this by hand. This actually makes it kind of fluffy. We'll just use the hand mixer and mix all that together nicely. That looks really nice. Okay. You can always lick the beaters. All right, so now we have our filling, which looks really good. And I'm just going to smooth it out just a little bit here. Okay, now we're going to do a trick that we did way back. I don't remember what recipe it was that we did it in, but we were filling something. So this is a trick for piping. If you don't have a pastry bag, which they use for piping cookies and filling things, you can cheat and use a plastic bag. In this case, this is a Ziploc bag. It's a quart storage type Ziploc bag. And you just roll the sides down just a little bit just to make it easier to get this in. And then we're going to take that corner. If you can see this here, this is one of the corners of the bag. Then I've rolled the sides down so I can kind of get at that corner. And we're going to put our egg stuffing in that corner. This is what you do if you were frosting a cake, not with this obviously, but in a bakery. This is how they get those fancy cake things going. Okay, so I have gotten all of my egg stuff in the bag. I've rolled the sides back up a little bit, and then I'm squeezing down on this, so you can see that this looks like it's all in the bag, and it is. I'm going to twist this top like this, so it looks like that, and you can see the tip here of this bag. So I'm moving our eggs into the camera here, and I'm going to take that little corner there, and we're going to cut the corner off. Don't cut it over your eggs because you don't want it to come out. This is now going to act like a piping kit like you would make with cakes. So we're just going to squeeze it gently and squeeze it gently. And you can see as I'm doing this, it's terrific. It doesn't make a mess. When you're done, and you can just toss the bag away. And if it starts to not have enough pressure to come out, you just twist the bag and tighten it up a little bit more. You want to make sure that your egg stuffing is nice and smooth. And you can use this trick for all kinds of things. Lots and lots of cheese sauce is a good one too. And I've used it, I think we did it for maybe tacos. What did we do that for? Oh, I know, it was some kind of a sour cream. This is a great way to add sour cream to things. So once you get done with that, see your beautiful eggs are here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tap just a little bit of paprika on these eggs. Just for color, makes them look decorative for the holidays. Put a little more on that one. I think we got it. Okay, well, there you have it. And that was our new camera angle. So we shot this in 3 segments, and I'm going to edit it into one movie, basically, one video. But there you go. Those are the deviled eggs that we made this morning. Hope you enjoy them. Have them for Thanksgiving or whatever you want. Super easy. And remember that little trick about the bag. That's really kind of a fun one. You can impress your friends and your family. So anyway, from beautiful Priest River, Idaho, and the Priest River Library. We hope you have a great holiday season. Thanksgiving's next week, like I said, so enjoy. And we'll see you soon. Bye.